Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. Distracted driving continues to be a hazard on Saskatchewan roadways, with SGI reporting 523 tickets issued during the recent traffic blitz across the province. Over the next few weeks, motorists traveling through downtown Swift Current will be diverted away from 1st Avenue Northeast along Chaplin to Central Avenue. As the temperatures continue to heat up in the coming weeks, more people will be spending time in the backyard with fire pits or enjoying a meal on the barbecue. Thanks for joining us here today. Distracted driving continues to be a major concern along Saskatchewan roadways. We have more in today's top story. Distracted driving continues to be a hazard on Saskatchewan roadways, with SGI reporting 523 tickets issued during the recent traffic blitz across the province. 82 of which were for driving without due care and attention, with 441 issued for using, holding, viewing, or manipulating a cell phone. Numbers which are still too high, despite changes to the law for cell phone use which took effect back in January.
If it's absolutely necessary to have your cell phone on while you're driving, our recommendation obviously is to pull over to the side of the road. That's a requirement of law. Unless you have a phone that you can activate with the push of one button or use hands-free without touching or manipulating it, you are breaking the law.
Fines for breaking the cell phone law in Saskatchewan start at $280. And on your second offense in 1 year, your vehicle will be impounded for 7 days. Distracted driving is the leading cause for motor vehicle collisions in Saskatchewan and is in second place for fatalities. For over 12 years, Southwest TV News has provided the visuals for the defining moments in our community. Support your community and help us to continue our work. Support our sponsors by watching the ads on YouTube and by clicking the ads on our website. Pennies per click, which will help us continue to bring you the award-winning news coverage you've come to expect from Southwest TV News. City crews are busy working on a power line conversion in Swift Current's downtown core. We have more in this report. Over the next few weeks, motorists traveling through downtown Swift Current will be diverted away from 1st Avenue Northeast along Chaplin to Central Avenue, as City Light and Power crews work on the next phase of converting overhead power lines to underground infrastructure.
Over the next few years, we're taking the overhead power lines in the lanes in the main downtown business core and burying them. We're carrying on this year with 2 more blocks. So we're doing the 100 and the 0 block between Central Avenue and 1st Avenue Northeast. So we started from where we left off at the corner of Chaplin and in between Central and 1st Northeast. So we started there. Over the next 3 weeks or so, we'll get through the first block, and then we'll have the same closure of Cheadle Street probably for a week or 10 days. And then we'll cross Cheadle Street and we'll end up at the RCMP station for this year.
And through the duration of the power conversion project, the back lanes and adjacent sidewalks will be closed in the area.
Ask people to, drive around. I know the lanes are much used in our city because of the one-ways. They appear to be as busy as the streets sometimes. So they won't be available for use for a while, so everybody will have to sort of change their patterns a little bit. While we've got the lanes closed, of course, deliveries to the businesses are difficult. So we'll be delivering off of Central Avenue. So ask people to be patient. There's going to be some traffic delays, and while these deliveries are being made and all the rest of it, and parking will be definitely at a premium.
The City of Swift Current has allotted $550,000 for the downtown power conversion project, which is expected to take approximately 2 months. Market Square is a summer tradition in downtown Swift Current. And organizers are now searching for entertainers, food vendors, and artisans to be part of the excitement for the upcoming season. Contact Marlene today at 750-7888 and spend your Saturdays in downtown Swift Current this summer. Market Square, proudly presented by the City of Swift Current, Standard Motors, Innovation Credit Union, and Southwest TV News. Well, as you get ready to fire up your barbecue for another season, fire officials are reminding you to ensure that it's working properly. As the temperatures continue to heat up in the coming weeks, more people will be spending time in the backyard with fire pits or enjoying a meal on the barbecue. And before you embark on this favorite pastime, there's a few safety tips to keep in mind.
An encouragement to double check before you have your first barbecue. Give it a clean, get the grease and debris out from last year, clean off the burners, and while you've got it all apart, check the hoses, check the burners, specifically the rubber hosing underneath. And if you see some damage on there, doing a soap test to make sure it's not leaking, or just replace the hoses. We want to keep them away from the house, usually 3 to 4 feet. Making sure that we've got some clearance around the barbecue and keeping it away from our house and combustibles.
With tinder dry conditions already reported in many areas of the province, you're reminded to keep a garden hose handy in case the sparks start to fly.
Tidy up the yards, get rid of loose debris and plastic and garbage and leaves and that kind of stuff. And if you're going to start your fire pit and have your fire pit open, that's wonderful. By the bylaw, you need to have your garden hose out, water on, and it's stretched out to protect your yard and your neighbors.
And if you do intend to use a fire pit this season, ensure it's built to code and that you have a permit from the city. More information on fire pit permits are available through the City of Swift Current's website or by calling the fire department.
Henry Richard, Provo, Russo, all those guys that had played.
Faced off against Pocket Rocket Richard.
Rocket Richard, he was the referee for the game.
Our line scored a goal. It was just boom. It was loud.
Yeah, it was a lot of good times.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone in our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.